Okay, so this is the second part of Vilāpa-kusumāñjali. So I started. With his mother, Krishna is child. With Putna, he is omniscient. And with Radheju, he is just ignorant. When he lies in Radheju's arms in the Nikunj at daybreak, his godhood is swallowed by Radheju's Mahabhav. The parrot sings in the tree and he doesn't even remember that his mother, Yaśodā Mā, may be wondering where he is. He does not sleep. This is called rasalas, divine romantic fatigue. His absolute knowledge is then pervaded by Radheju's absolute love. Although he is the supreme personality of Godhead, the eternal and imperishable one, self-satisfied and so on, he will fearfully return to his own home when old she-monkey Kakati repeatedly announces that Jatila coming to the Kunj at daybreak. So here very beautifully Anandas Babaji Maharaj is explaining it that for Yaśodā Mā, Thakurji is a child, and for the Putna like demon, he is omniscient, and for Radheju, he is very ignorant. So, I tell you a beautiful līlā of baby Krishna, to whom we say Lala or Kanhaiya. So, which will very nicely make a difference between the aiśvarya-bhāva and the mādhurya-bhāva of Vrindavan, which is very relevant with it. So once what happened when Thakurji, when this baby Krishna was only of 3 months, the first time Kanhaiya took turn on the bed, and Yaśodā Mā saw it, and she was so much pleased that she celebrated in the whole Vrindavan. She went to the house of each and every gopi. Today is a big festival, big feast in my house, in my palace. So all of you come immediately. She was telling all the Brahmins, all the Brajvasis, all the gopis. And all the gopis were they were very much pleased, because every day they are coming with so many excuses to see Krishna. But today, Maya is calling. So when so many Brajvasis, Brahmins and the gopis, they started coming, and then Maya was giving them donation of cows and gold, food, dresses, so many things. So what Maya thought, that my baby Krishna is sleeping. So Krishna was sleeping I would say Kanhaiya was sleeping in a cradle, a small cradle where the baby sleeps. So Maya looked here and there, where should I keep this cradle so that it should be before my eyes, as well as I can do other work also. Means I can attend my other guest also at the same time. So, Maya placed the cradle under a huge cart. Actually, Maya has no idea who placed this cart here. Maya was thinking maybe Nanda Baba or some other Brajvasi has kept this cart filled with the big vessels of milk and curd. It was so Maya placed this cradle under the cart. There was a big space. And Maya was talking with the gopis. Gopis are looking Kanhaiya and talking about Kanhaiya is looking so beautiful. And so many children are playing and they are touching Krishna and they are running here, and they are like 5 years or 6 years old children were also playing there. And Maya was putting tilak on each Brajvasi and Brahma's donation is so very big festival is going on there. So much dancing and singing. And this is the habit of Kanhaiya, that Kanhaiya always want the attention. Kanhaiya always want attention, noise, playing, singing, while Radheji wants very quiet always. So Kanhaiya is thinking, this festival is going due to me because first time I took that turn. So Maya is celebrating this thing, and this whole festival is going just because of me, but no one is giving me importance. So what I do here? So first of all, Kanhaiya started crying, but just because of huge crowd, no one could pay attention to Kanhaiya. And now Kanhaiya is moving his beautiful eyes here and there. What should I do? What should I do? Suddenly he saw this cart. Actually, this is the brother of Putna who disguised himself as cart. He is a demon. His name is Saktasur. So this Shaktasur came here in the form of cart, and Kals has sent this demon here to kill this Kanhaiya, this baby. And Kanhaiya was thinking, okay, I do not have any time and no one is paying attention. In the meantime, I should do this very important work. So he kicked immediately to this cart, and this cart was completely overturned and it was shattered. It was shattered means the demon was killed. It was a huge sound, and all the milk and curd was spread. And as everyone heard this sound, everyone rushed to towards Kanhaiya, and Yaśodā Mā started crying, and she was running towards Kanhaiya, and she took Kanhaiya in her lap and saying, "Oh Vishnu, you held my baby. Oh Brajvasis, this is a blessing of yours. Oh Gopis, this is your wishes, blessings that today my Kanhaiya could save." And Kanhaiya is smiling that I have done everything, and my Maya is so innocent. She is giving the credit to everybody else. And suddenly, Maya asked to all gopis and brajvasis that there is no sign of any storm so that this cart can turn automatically. And then not the restless wind is also blowing here. So how this cart, this big, huge cart was turned automatically? So the children, Shri Shukdevji Maharaj is actually telling this beautiful story of Kanhaiya to King Parikshit ji. At this time, the children, they say, Maya, I tell you what happened. This 5 years old child, he says. Maya says, what happened, you tell me? So Shri Shukdevji Maharaj is explaining. उच्चरव्य वसत मतिन गोपान गोपिश्च वालिका रुदतातेन पादेन क्षिप्त में तन्ना संशय. Maya, I have seen, in fact, all of us have seen that your Lala has kicked the cart and it is completely turned. And Maya say, please keep quiet, just go away from here. All the time you put the allegation, all the time you blame on my Kanhaiya, just go away from here. I will not give you anything from. And seeing this beautiful Leela, Shukdevji Maharaj started laughing, and he tells to King Parikshit, please you meditate on this beautiful Leela, and you then only you can understand that how this mādhurya-bhāva fades the aiśvarya-bhāva in the Brajmandal. That all the children are saying to Maya that this is done by your Krishna Lala. Still Maya is not ready to believe on this. Not only this time, in the whole Srimad Bhagavatam Katha, Maya will not be ready to understand that he is a God himself, that he is the supreme personality to Godhead. So in the same way, the Krishna is a child in the Vrindavan before Maya and before the demon, like the brother of Putna, he is omniscient, he is super powerful, and before Radheju, he is very ignorant. Thakurji has so much knowledge, and if anything is happening in the whole universe, Thakurji has the idea before happening it. But today, when he is lying in the arms of Radheju, so what happened? This is a Kunjalila actually. So in Kunjalila, the parrots, the cuckoos, and this she monkey, which is known as Kakati. So they are playing a very important role, like the messenger. or like the guards of Radheju and Thakurji. So whenever someone is coming from in-laws family of Radheju, they always produce a sound so that this sound can reach inside the Kunj, and Thakurji and Radheju can be aware and they can come outside. So when this kakati, this she monkey was making sound, immediately Thakurji says, I think someone is coming from your lost family member. Someone is coming. So they immediately get up and they come outside from the kunj. So here Shri Anandas Babaji is trying to say that eternal, imperishable, this Supreme Lord Krishna, he is also afraid at that time when she monkey was producing sound that someone is coming. In this way, he is trying to show how this mañjarī is more spread in all over the Vrindavan or in the Braj Mandal rather than the aiśvarya. So when Jatila, the mother-in-law of Radheju, is coming, what happens? Krishna takes half a step towards home, then he turns back to kiss Radheju once again. Streams of tears glide from their eyes as they look at each other's face. The Sakhis are crying, they can also not move. So, the big acharyas, our gurujans, and in satsang, everyone says, because Radheju and Thakurji, they manifested here, they come here in this Mrityu Loka. So they are behaving like us human being. When we love to our daughter or our children or our spouse, we also do in the same way. So the Gurujis or Acharyajan says that we do not need any other senses to love Thakurji and Radheju. With these same five senses, as we are loving to our children or our parents, in the same way we have to serve and we have to love Radheju and Thakurji. So look in the Leela also, Thakurji takes a half step towards the door and then he turns back and he kisses Radheju once again. Thakurji is crying, Radheju is crying, and all the gopis, the Sakhis are also crying because they are also feeling the as intense way as we feel in this material world. So Radha and Krishna fearfully look at each other with anxious eyes while their claws and their flower garlands fall off. After taking off their ankle bells and other ornaments, they both anxiously go their own ways, constantly looking back at each other until they cannot see each other anymore, drenching their clothes with their tears. So this is the separation glimpse when Thakurji is going to the other way and Radheji is going to the just opposite way, and they are looking each other until they are like disappeared from their eyes. So this is a beautiful glimpse of separation. We can also do the Roop Dhyan. What is going on inside their heart? This is a feeling which we can rebuild during our meditation. Which other lady love can create such a thirst in Sri Krishna, the transcendental Cupid of Vrindavan? This cannot be understood without having devotional experience, being in a mundane consciousness. Yes, in a book of, there is a book of Hit Harivansh Sampradaya. One book is Hit Chaurasi, which I like, which I wrote some commentary and translated. And another book is Bayalis Līlā. So there, Shri Dhupdas Ji Maharaj, who have wrote it, he says that this is only Radheju, that Pyari Ju ko roop mano, pyas hi ko roop hai. Means Radheju is the another form of thirst, divine thirst. The more Thakurji tries to drink the nectar of Radheju's beauty, the more he becomes greedy. So he never gets satisfied with the beauty and the ras of Thakurji, because there is something amazing in this nectar or on the path of this nectar. As the devotee drink the nectar of bhakti, as the devotee drink the nectar of mādhurya-bhāva during meditation, that devotee becomes more eager to go in depth because it is giving more ecstasy during that time. In the same way, when Thakurji has the vision of Radheju, when Thakurji meets with Radheju, the more he meets with Radheju, the more he becomes eager. That's why it is called that other the other lady of Vrindavan cannot create such thirst in the heart of Thakurji as Radheju creates. Shri Shukdev ji says, beware, O devotees, who maddens the whole world is not the ordinary Cupid. He is the spiritual enchanter of Cupid, the Kāmgan Vigraha, the embodiment of intense desire. Sri Jiva Goswami writes in his Toshni commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, verse number 1032-2, that Pradyumna, who belongs to the Chaturbhuju, quadruple flanks of Lord Vishnu in Dwarka, is directly Cupid, the god of love, and Sri Krishna is again his origin. Just as the power of seeing this origin of the eyes or the eyes of eyes, so Sri Krishna is inciting power to this Cupid. Okay, these are some philosophical things. I just let you know. You know, the Shukdev Ji Maharaj is saying 1032-2. So it is the shlok like Tasama vir buchorai ismen man mukhambujaha Pitambar Dhara Shragvi Sakshat Manmat Manmata. You know, it is the time when Thakurji disappears in the middle of the Maharas. At that time, all the gopis were so restless, they started crying. They were crying and wandering here and there in the Vrindavan in the midnight where Thakurji has gone. So during their lamenting, means during their pain of separation, this Gopi Geet came out from their heart. As this Vilāpa-kusumāñjali shloks came out from the heart of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Ji during the pain of this separation, in the same way that fire of separation was burning in the heart of all gopis because Thakurji disappeared in the middle of the ras. So because all the gopis already got that nectar of Thakurji's lotus lips, they were dancing with Thakurji. Actually, they were sinking in the ecstasy. And when immediately Thakurji disappeared, they started crying, and this Gopi Geet was arised from their heart. So Sri Shukdev Ji Maharaj says, and Sri Jiva Goswami Ji is writing in his commentary, actually when Thakurji couldn't bear that their tears or when they were lamenting in a loud voice, at that time Thakurji appeared. Tasamavir Buchore. Thakurji appeared in a very nice, beautiful yellow color cross, having this peacock feather and the bangles and the garland, Vajanti Mala, and anchor bells in Thakurji's lotus feet also. And Thakurji was laughing at that time. And all the gopis, when they saw Thakurji, they started crying more and they hold the Thakurji. One gopi is holding Thakurji's lotus arm, another one is holding Thakurji's lotus feet. Someone is holding from the back side and someone is holding from the front side of the chest of Thakurji. Means they got Thakurji, still they were crying. So here Sri Jiva Goswami Ji is saying that this is the power of Pradyumna. Now the philosophical things start, you know. और सकल अवतार है अवतारी गोपाल. You know, there is only one personality at the top, Sri Lord Krishna, the supreme personality to Godhead. And from there, three personalities. These are called the three Purush. Okay, these are also Mahavishnu. So Lord Krishna manifested these three Mahavishnus. First one is called Karnanav Shai Mahavishnu. So this Karnanav Shai Mahavishnu is also known as Balram, also known as Sheshnag. And this Karnanav Shai Mahavishnu is present in infinite universe. And there is no work of this Mahavishnu. From this Karnanav Shai, Garbhodh Shai appeared from this one. And this Garbhodshahi Mahavishnu is the president or the dean of only one universe. Okay, and he is present only in that one universe. After that Garbhodshahi, Kshirshahi Mahavishnu is there. And this Kshirshahi Mahavishnu who lives in the ocean, who resides in the ocean, that Kshirshahi Vishnu is called Paramatma, who resided of Jiva's heart. Okay, so that we say that Paramatma is residing in our heart. That's why we are conscious. That's why we are doing some work. So then this Shirosai, then Brahmaji, then Manu, and then so when Brahmaji came from this Shirosai Mahavishnu, he told that you explore this universe, and without having children, how this universe would explode. So to explore the universe is the means to explore the love between the jivas. This is the main work of this Cupid named Pradyumna. Pradyumna is the form of actually Sri Krishna. Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Sankarshan, and the fourth one is Vasudev. We say Vasudev to Krishna also. So the word to explore the whole universe is the main work is done by the Pradyumna to spread love between the jivas so that this whole universe can explore. So here Jiva Goswami ji is trying to say that the Cupid named Pradyumna, is getting the power of enchanting the whole universe from the Thakurji, from Lord Krishna. Do you understand? Like our eyes can see this book, but from where we are getting this power? We are getting this power from the Paramatma. If Paramatma is not there, our body is dead. In the same way, this enchanting power, this love, this Kāmadeva is getting this beautiful love just because of Krishna. Krishna is the origin. Krishna is the main source of love, which Pradyumna is distributing in thus all Jeeves' heart. Okay, so this is something like philosophical stuff. So in short, I would say that that Krishna is the main source of love that we are getting, that we are spreading with each other. And this Cupid Pradyumna, who is getting the source of love from Thakurji. It means Thakurji is the topmost enchanted of every Jeev and every Cupid also. That Thakurji is enchanted by Radheju. Sri Jila Goswami ji is saying this is very surprising thing, that the Krishna who is enchanting the whole universe and the Cupid Pradyumna also, that Sri Krishna himself is enchanted by the Radheju in the Kunj. So he is saying so Sri Krishna is inciting the power of Cupid, the one who agitate even the mundane agitator Cupid with just the slightest drop from the ocean of all enchanting power. Is there any confusion? Is it clear for all of you? It was like philosophical stuff, something.
Yeah.
Okay. So now next part is completely different part is coming. But the kinkris are serving he who enchants even him. Jagat Mohan Krishna Tahar Mohini. Krishna is the enchanter of the world, but Radheju enchants even him. Being thus enchanted, Krishna finally assumed her mood and complexion. Sri Lochan Das Thakur sings, Radhara Dheyane Hiya He Saje Sajilo Go. He meditated on Radheju within his heart. That can be proven by the appearance with this golden body. Where is this Sri Lochan Das is trying to explain us that Thakurji want to feel that pain and the rust, the heart of Radheju, which is for Thakurji. That's why Thakurji appeared in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, having the mood and complexion of Radheju. Sri Krishna appeared in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji so that he can relish this rasa as well as separation rus and also the when they meet with each other, that rus also. So at that time, before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji's manjaris were also not there. Only Sakhis Radheji and Thakurji were here. But as Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji came, so he presented the sublime services of the Kingris before all of us, so that we can also relish and we can also follow this rest. So, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhuji came, at that time, which surrendered kingri will not be eager to attain such a sublime service? Why does Krishna stand in his threefold bending form just to able to touch Radheju's skirt with his heel? Only the Rasik devotees know this. So, the kingris are in the coming Leela, coming stanza, one beautiful Leela is coming. Here, there we will know that these kankiris are the I would say the most close person with Radheju, to whom Radheju is telling each and everything they desire. In fact, what is going in Radheju's mind, they catch immediately. So before these kinkaris had already surrendered before Radheju. So these are so powerful that Thakurji always stand before kinkaris with these folded hands. Okay, because they know if I could get successful to to please these kinkaris, I can get connected with Radheju very easily, because these are the close friends. Sri Raghunath Das weeps, I do not even aspire for your direct audience. Will you not even reveal yourself in my dream? The fragrant pollen of your lotus-like feet should decorate my head. Only then my head becomes successful. The whole creation has become useful through Radheju and Krishna's descension. Because their spiritually effulgent sweetness looks even more bright in the drab material creation, just as a candle shines brighter in the darkness. The material world was created to make Radheju and Krishna's Leela more sweet and colorful, not just for making the independent living beings suffer and enjoy the fruits of their activities. That is the secondary importance. So again, after this explanation, again, this is a continuation of that Raghunath Das Ji's weeping. And even still he is crying that Radheju, please bestow your mercy so that I can get the pollen of your lotus feet over my head. At the same time, Sri Anandas Babaji Maharaj is trying to explain us, all of us, that the Thakurji has created this universe, this world. This is not for this purpose that we come here and feel this pain and joy in this material world and go back, then come again. So we are not here to be to just move only in the cycle of birth and death. Okay, this is not the main motto of our life. And also, the first and foremost priority of Thakurji and Radheju's dissension in this world is to spread, to manifest their beautiful sweet Leela, so that by meditating that sweet Leela, we can achieve the ultimate goal of our life. That is the service in Golo. That's why Thakurji and Radheju were descended in this world. Otherwise, what will happen? Like our Acharya says, if we do not follow the path of Bhakti, we will be in the circle of every time in the death and birth. Like Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani, Marane Shanam, Tihi Sanstare, Bahudustare, Krapya Pare, Pahi Murare, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam Murmate. So our Acharya's Gurujan is saying that why are you taking every time birth and feeling the pain and this taking birth and staying in the womb of mother, then again death, facing so many problems, grief, and grief, insult, pain, sorrow. And sometimes we are also feeling the joy in this material world. So Gurujan says we are not here just to get the fruits of our activities. So what is this? Why Thakurji and Radheju came and manifested their beautiful Leelas? So that by meditating on their beautiful leelas, our all the karmas, the bad karmas as well as the good karmas can burn in the fire of bhakti, and we can reach to the Golok, or I would say we can get the service of Radheju and Thakurji. That's why Thakurji created this whole world. That's why Pradyumna has explored this whole world. Okay, this world is connected with the revelation of sweet pastime. In his spiritual identity of Tulsi Manjari, Sri Raghunath Das has brought Radha and Krishna together in a lonely kunj on the bank of Radha Kund. How expert they are in their sweet play, the Empress of Vrindavan fulfilled desire of that Krishna could not even in dream of. Tulsi witnesses their sweet pastimes through a hole in the wall of Nikunj. After the love play, the enchanted hero sits at Swaminiji's lotus feet, staring at her face with unblinking eyes, and is stricken by the symptoms of ecstatic love. Krishna Sukha Vilasir Nidhi. She is the jewel of Krishna's blissful pastimes. What a wonderful loving expertise. Krishna's limbs are studded with goosebumps and tears of love flow from his eyes. His chest is moistened with sweat drops, so the pregnant powder on his chest starts sticking on Radheju's foot soles. Seeing this, Tulsi giggles, covering her mouth with her hand. Seeing her laughing, Radheju kicks fortunate Tulsi's with her foot. So the fragrant powder from the Krishna's chest adorns her head, making it worthy to be called her best and highest limb. The meaning of what Vasa or pregnant Polar in explaining Govind Leela Mratam also. Okay, so I just explore this Leela, what happens. If someone wants to do meditation, anyone can close eyes and can have just listen it and have and then you can get the Rudhyan of this beautiful Leela. So when Sri Raghunath Das was crying on the bank of Radha Kund, seeing her this lamenting, seeing her so much pain, and Radheju looks at Rupa Manjari that he called Tulsi Manjari at this time. So her Guru Manjari, Rupa Manjari calls Tulsi Manjari and tells, now I am giving you one duty that you bring Radheju and Thakurji in a lonely Nikunj which I have already decorated. So Tulsi is very much pleased. Now what happens this is a very dense forest, and actually Tulsi know all the streets and the ways to that separate Nikunj. And now Tulsi holds the hands of Radheju, and she is showing the way to Radheju how to reach this Nikunj. And Thakurji is like a very poor, helpless person. Thakurji is swallowing Radheju and Tulsi. Here, Tulsi has so much pride because Radheju has kept her lotus arms on Tulsi's shoulder. And Tulsi ji is talking to Radheju something very secretly. And Thakurji is trying to intervene. Means Thakurji also trying to keep his ear between what are they whispering with each other. And at that time, Tulsi said, what is this? What is this? Where you have means you should have some etiquettes, you should have some manners. When two girls are talking with each other, there may be something secret, so you should keep a distance. And the way she scolds Thakurji, Radheju smiles. And Thakurji says, I'm sorry, Tulsi, because Thakurji is thinking, if Tulsi is angry on me, then my meeting with Radheju will completely be like, then there will be no meeting if Tulsi is angry with me. So Thakurji is saying, sorry, Tulsi Manjari. Okay, you continue whatever you are saying. So again, so now Tulsi Manjari is whispering in Radheju's ear, And both of them are laughing so much. And then Thakurji says, Radheju, are you telling something about me? So Tulsi Manjari says, no, no, no. There are so many important things in my Swaminiji's life. You are not so much important. We are talking about that. Thakurji says, okay, okay. And Thakurji is thinking, what should I do so that I can also join them at this time? Thakurji wants to be in the middle of Tulsi Manjari as well as Radheji. He's trying, but every time Tulsi Manjari is scolding. So they are going on this way, and suddenly Tulsi plucked one flower and she put it in Radheju's hair. And Thakurji says, may I also get one flower? So Radheji put this flower to Thakurji. Now Thakurji is looking with so much pride to Tulsi Manjari that I got this reward directly from Radheji. This time you are junior to me because I got the flower from Radheji. By gesture, they are showing with each other. And suddenly Radheju asked to Tulsi, how far is this Nikunj? I'm little bit tired. I want to take a break just for a few minutes. So Tulsi says, yes, 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 Swaminiji, why not? Here is a beautiful kadam tree. And by saying it, she pulled the shawl of Thakurji, that pitambar. Thakurji was, what is this? Because Thakurji was trying wear this new pitambar just to impress Radheju. And Tulsiji puts this pitambar and she put it on the floor and say, Radheju, please you take rest here. And Radheji is smiling and Thakurji, his upper part is completely naked, only garland is there and dhoti is, of course, he is wearing dhoti. And Thakurji is like, I was putting on this just to impress Radheju. What you did, Tulsi Manjari? And Radheji was doing like this, like suppose like she's tired and sweat something. So immediately Tulsi took that this peacock feather fan. It is a Thakurji was using this many peacock feather on his in his curly hairs. So Tulsi Manjari take out and started fanning. And Thakurji is saying, what is this? Now you are making me so like I am not looking very smart before my Radheji. What are you doing? So Tulsi Manjari asks, what is more important? You look very smart and handsome before Radheji, or you are here to do the service of Radheji? What are you thinking of? Say, no, no, I am here just to do the seva of my Swami. Thakurji also want to impress Radheji at this time. So, but you give me this doing of pen seva. Tulsi Manjari says, no, you are not eligible for this seva. You do not know how smoothly I have to do it. Thakurji say, okay, one day I will also get some time opportunity, then I will let you know. I will learn your lesson on that day. So, here actually this is the pride moment of each and every Manjari that they are getting this courage or this opportunity because this is the source is Radheju directly. Otherwise, Kinkris cannot do anything. So Radheju is smiling, seeing this beautiful argument between Tulsi Manjari and Thakurji. And now Radheju says, okay, Tulsi, now let's go to the Nikunj. Immediately, Thakurji stretches his hand so that he can lift Radheju. So when Thakurji stretches his arms, so immediately she pushes the arms of Thakurji and give it to Radheju, and she lifts Radheju very smoothly. And look at Thakurji, Miss, you are useless completely. You do not know how to do seva. And Thakurji is saying, okay, and Thakurji took his pitambar, he wrapped on his body. And and now pitambar is looking more beautiful because the some sprinkle thing of Radheju's garment is also glittering on this pitambar. And the dust is also there. Some dry leaves are also still there. Thakurji is very much okay with all these things, and now they are going towards Nikunj. As they reach the Nikunj, and Radheju like said to Tulsi Manjari, Miss, it's okay. Now your seva is okay here. And now this is a proud moment for Thakurji. He asked, now what are you thinking that? Will you go inside? Just be here, okay? Because Thakurji already knew that Radheju has given this order to Tulsi Manjari. So Thakurji is saying very pridefully to this Tulasī Manjari, you stay here, okay? So that no one, if someone comes from the Radhe law family member, if someone comes, you just make us some sound and we will be aware of it. And now Tulasī Manjari is looking like, okay, now this is your time. Now Krishna and Radheju enters and Tulasī Manjari closed the door from the outside. And now she is looking from the holes of the groves from the walls of this Nikunj. So Thakurji and Radheju is doing very beautiful love play. And after some times, and because Tulsi Manjari is looking to the hole, as well as she is looking the hole whether someone is coming or not. So she looks that something happens, means after a long period of time, they are playing very nice līlā, sweet pastime was going on. And after some times now, when she was looking again, she saw that Thakurji is sitting near the lotus feet of Radheju. And he kept the Radheju's lotus feet here on his chest. And he's crying. This is the tears of love and joy, actually. And the pollen, the sandalwood paste, which was already there, smear on the chest of Thakurji, it is melting as coming on the Radheju's lotus feet. So now Tulasī Manjari understood, now this is my seva. This is the time of my seva. So she opened the Nikunj, get the door of the Nikunj, and she entered inside and she started doing fair seva of Thakurji and Radheji at the same time. And Thakurji is looking Radheju continuously without blinking his eyes. And he's completely maddened at this time. And Radheju's eyes are little bit open, means half opened eyes, and Radheji is looking Thakurji, and at that time she is looking Tulsi, means what happened to Krishna at this time. And seeing this beautiful helpless condition of Thakurji, that he is completely mad in love of Radheju, Tulsi started laughing and she tried to control her laughing with her shawl. And Radheji said, do not laugh on Krishna because he's completely sick at this time. So he will come out of this bar, so let him enjoy this bar. But Tulasī Manjari is not able to control her laugh, and she laughs so loud that Thakur just look at him. And the Thakurji Bhav is also changed because he was so much in ecstasy. It seems like he opened his eyes from this love samadhi, prem samadhi. He was in prem samadhi. And Radheju, very, very beautifully, Radheju kick. Now this time Radheju kicks on Tulasī Manjari's forehead. Please stop. Okay, please stop laughing. And as Sri Raghunath Das Ji, as Tulasī Manjari get the footprints of Radheju, which was covered with the pollen of the Thakurji's chest, she felt so much blessed at this time. Now Tulasī Manjari started crying because it was her only desire to get the foot sole print of Radheju over her forehead. And in this beautiful way, Radheju and Thakurji fulfilled his desire. Now she started crying again and this vision disappears. And this is very beautifully also explained in Govind Leela Vratam also. Vrindavan Devi told Radha and Krishna, the restless wind meets with the nice fragrance of sandal paste, aguru, musk, and vermilion that came from the forest and anoints your limbs with this fragrant dust named Patvas. So in Govind Leela Vratam, this is called the Patvas, this pollen and sandalwood paste. And Rasik Chandras, all these Rasik devotees, they have only this one desire that one day I would get the footprint of Radheju over my forehead. So Rasik Chandriji also singing, "O fair-faced Radheju, alas, what can I say? Your foot soles are like blooming lotus flowers, but I have not seen them in my dreams. The dust on those foot soles is like fragrant pollen and is matchless decoration. When will I hold this pollen on my head, thereby increasing its sweetness and making its name Uttamang successful. Within my mind, I carry this great desire not to be deprived of great wealth of your mercy, even in a dream. My mind always desired that I will mark amongst your girlfriends. So I would say if we also desire the same as Sri Raghunath Das Goswami ji, I would request all of you to meditate on this beautiful Leela, how Tulsi Manjari gets the footprint of Radheju during this discussion when this beautiful Leela is going on. So Radheju very sweetly angry with, it was not angry, but very sweetly, a sweet angerness that you stop laughing at this time. And in this way, she keeps her lotus feet on. Means she's pushing in this way Tulsi Manjari. So we also do the meditation like Tulsi Manjari ji. So I hope all of us may get the footprints of Radheju's lotus feet in that dream also. I hope all of you enjoy this Leela. Okay, so it is over.
I hope.
How is it? Anyone wants to share?
I would like to say something. I would like to say something. I was reading yesterday. Like in the beginning, it was saying that in Vrindavan, Krishna is seen in different ways. Like Mother Yaśodā sees Krishna in a certain way, and he's a small boy. And then with the Sakhis and Rādhārāṇī, Krishna is very ignorant. So I was reading yesterday in this Ananga Mañjarī Samputika. Do you remember, Pratibha? I gave you also a copy. Do you remember the Ananga Mañjarī Samputika? So I was reading there yesterday after Rādhārāṇī was arranging a meeting between Ananga Mañjarī and Krishna. After their meeting, Krishna, he didn't want to leave the kunja because he was actually thinking, like he was really concerned, like how do I explain this to Rādhārāṇī, what I just did? He didn't know that this was arranged by Ananga Mañjarī, but he was like really thinking, like he was like, oh, I can't go out of the kunj right now because how do I explain my situation? So yeah, it's interesting how Krishna is seen in Vrindavan and how he's like really like there, he's pouring his heart out, and sometimes he's very ignorant and he doesn't really know what to say and how to say it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, this is this special feeling and this mañjarī no? That Krishna is not omniscient anymore, and this is more relishable than anything else. He likes to be scolded no? By the gopis.
And when we listen these leelas of Thakurji and Radheju, we feel so joy. But I would say when we do Roop Dhyan of these leela, we feel so much ecstasy, so much happiness during that time. And so many new things also we feel at that time also.
True.
Yeah, it's a high level to find new things also. For me, it's not so easy. I just tried it last week. But I had better times already where more things were coming. Comes and goes like this sometimes and like this. And so we are very grateful to Pratibha because she's always squeezing Radheju to give some
This is completely mercy of Radheju.
Yes, you have good connection to her. And sometimes she's kicking you also, maybe, huh? On your forehead. Huh?
Yeah, I also wish if I could get. I also pray for all of you, and I also pray for myself. And please, all of you also pray for me that I could get the footprints of Radheju and Thakurjis over my head.
Definitely. Oh, actually, I want to mention one thing. This very beautiful stanza or this very beautiful verse, which is written also in what is it? Sanskrit or Bengali, no? Krishna takes half a step towards home, and then he turns back to kiss Radha at once. I have written a poem on it, because actually this verse, they also write it in rhymes. No? This Bengali literature is not only so much deep and so much, you can do so good ruptyan on it because it explains all these līlās so nicely. They even do it in rhymes, no? And singing, like Ada atata chalata kalata punaberi punaperi chumbaya duhin mukaheri duhun jana nayane galaye chaladar roy roy saki gana koloi na par jene baye sachatita nayane nehar galita vashane pula kuntala bar. Like this, no? They are singing it and rhyming it. So I was inspired to do a poem on it also. And if you have a little time, I would like to read it also. It's okay when I read some lines. You see, he's telling here in this that he turns back to kiss Radha once again. Streams of tears glide from their eyes. The Sakis are crying, no? And they look at each other, and their clothes fall off. And after taking off their ankle belts and other ornaments, no, they both anxiously go their own ways. No? Radha is going her own way, and Krishna is going his own way. They are separating from this night which they shared together, and then constantly looking back at each other until they cannot see each other anymore, drenching their cloth with their tears. So the poem is, I will first read it in German, because all of you are Germans except Pratibha, but she has already got this poem also from me, and I can read it later in English. Das Kleid von Tränen nass. Krishna liegt in Radhas Armen, ihr Mahabhav kennt kein Erbarmen. Sie verschlingt ihn, er vergisst, dass er der Gott persönlich ist. Yeah, this is this line before, which is mentioned when he lies in her arms. He is swallowed by Radharāṇī's Mahabhav, and he is forgetting that he is the personality of Godhead. And then Krishna takes half step towards home. Im Morgengrauen muss gehen, kehrt sie nochmal anzusehen, sie zu küssen wieder und wieder. Er weint, geht auf die Knie nieder. Sie ziehen sich an ohne Geschmeide. They don't wear ankle belts and ornaments. Sie ziehen sich an ohne Geschmeide, das leise jedes Geräusch vermeide, so that nobody can hear what they're doing. Sie gehen davon, jeder allein, das Kleid von Tränen nass, o Pein. Diese Liebe ist so tief, solche Gefühle zum Vorschein rief. Radha und Krishna sind verrückt vor Liebe, wenn dieses Paar doch ewig bliebe. And then is also mentioned the three-band form of Krishna. Krishna steht dreifach gebogen, nur aus einem Sinn, Radhas Kleid zu berühren, streckt ihr die Ferse hin. And then also this last passage when it's described why the world is existing. Durch Radhas und Krishnas Erscheinen in der Welt wird diese nützlich, nur so sie gefällt. Die göttlichen Strahlen umso schöner erschienen, wenn weltliche ihnen zum Vergleiche dienen. So, and also in English then, which is actually translated by ChatGPT. Krishna lies in Radha's arms, her Mahabhav knows no alarms. She devours him, and in bliss he forgets that he's the God they miss. At dawn he must depart her sight, but turns again, though time is tight, to kiss her lips once more again. He weeps and kneels down in his pain. So this is what is described, no, Pratibha, in this Bengali verse. And Radha weeps, the gopis cry, their garments scattered flung awry. They long to meet once more entwined, but morals hold their hearts confined. They dress without their gems and grace, and softly leave that sacred place, each one alone, without a sound, their garments soaked with tears unbound. This love so deep, this passion rare, reveals such feelings pure and bare. Radha and Krishna mad with love, if only fate would let them prove that morals are but thieves of bliss. For love like this the world would miss. Krishna stands thrice bent and sleek, to touch her dress with heel so meek. By Radha's and by Krishna's birth, this world is blessed and gains its worth. The divine light, the wondrous beam, where worldly joys and love redeem. That's it. Thank you for listening.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Well, I think they do this poetry and they have so deep meanings, and it's also in rhymes, and everything is so nice in meters and stuff. It's amazing that they could do this. It's a very high level of inspiration, I would say. So much bhav is there, and they are also their intelligence and their speech capacity of speaking and writing is so much enhanced. So it's really big, strong feeling, power feeling, and feeling of power. So, and this līlās, and then Pratibha is also enhancing or envisioning this līlās. Like there are also only some hints sometimes in the literature, and the līlā is behind these hints, behind this short informations or which is given in the text. And she always encourages us to do this ourselves as well. So because this is then what happens in Rukjyan, in this meditation, that we connect to the līlā, and by the mercy of Radha and Krishna, we will get some glimpses of these pastimes which are going on in the spiritual world. And we can also be part of this as gopis and mañjarīs. Jai Śrī Rādhā.
Okay, so maybe next Monday I would be in Delhi actually. So maybe 1 or 2 Monday I will just let you know. But coming Monday, I'm sure I will be in Delhi.
This means you cannot do satsang.
Yes, I would not be able to present at that time. Otherwise, next one is Shlok number 12. I also have to read it. Sometimes I think that all of you have this knowledge of this Brajbhasha, then, oh my God, it will be full of so much rasna. Actually, the language Thakurji is using in Vrindavan and Radheji Gopis, that is really during just only by thinking that I'm going to explain this līlā today. I was thinking about one līlā, very beautiful līlā, Dan līlā, and it comes here, which is relevant to the topic. And in Brajbhasha, that is so sweet, how Thakurji is talking with Radheji, how Sakhis are fighting with Thakurji. Very sweet in this Brajbhasha language, but I would try to convert in English, and I think we will also feel so much happiness and joy as I'm feeling in Brajbhasha.
You can talk some lines also in Brajbhasha, then we can listen to it and learn something, the language and how it sounds and so on, and you can put in your feelings. Then you make translations so that we also get the context.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that would be great.
I saw you just now. So what are you saying? Should I speak in Brajbhasha? What are you asking?
Yes, do it. This is original sound. This is nice.
Yes, you should talk in Brajbhasha, yeah, sure. Yes.
So I tell you one dialogue. Thakurji is so much frustrated with these gopis, sakis and the mañjarīs because they are very close to Radheju. Please, you do not record it or trim it later, okay? So Thakurji said, "Oh प्यारी जी, तुम इन गोपिन की बात ना सुनो मत करो, जी बहुत बदमाश है." Oh प्यारी जी, you never listen these gopis and sakis. These are very wicked. These are very mean to me. So Radheju says, "नहीं नहीं श्याम सुंदर, जी बहुत अच्छी हैं, लेकिन तुम में तो ध्यान रखना चाहिए." You will not understand actually.
What?
So,
What is the translation? She could not tell.
Radheju saying, "Thakurji, you also take care of all these things, na? You make first of all the some naughty things, na? Then these why you get scolded by my sakis and the king, na? Why you start first of all? You are the main. You are the first one, na, who start this argument with my gopis and sakis. And when they answer you, you became very much frustrated at that time. So sweet, I would say sweet argument is going on between Radheju and Thakurji.
Yes, yes.
In that version, it is very sweet, na?
Yes, we got a little glimpse now, how you pronounce it, and so on. You are more alive in it then, if I can see.
Yes.
I just wanted to thank you, Pradeep. Really, it's
Okay.
really
Thank
nice to meet you finally. And I don't know, I closed my eyes when you said, please close your eyes and, try to meditate on what you're saying. And I cannot, I didn't understand with my mind everything. I don't know. It was like, I was really like traveling somewhere and my heart feels so soft and really, I don't know, sweet. And it's so nice to meditate in this mañjarī-bhāva. Really, I'm very excited to continue.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, so anybody else want to say something? Or Kelly?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more Braj Bas. That sounded good. And your Bhava comes through. Your Bhava
Yes,
comes
I
through.
think I should say one sentence and all of you learn very small sentence after our every satsang, okay?
Yeah,
What
that would be
Thakurji is saying from.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
We make a language course with the Nikunj.
Yes. But
Okay,
Randa
okay.
should trim this, okay? During the recording, you just trim it later, okay? Before uploading it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Very
So
nice.
Thakurji is saying to Radheju, let's go Radheju, this is the time for Ras. Okay, let's go Radheju, this is the time for Ras. Thakurji is saying, chalo pyari ju, let's go Radheju, chalo pyari ju. Okay, Ras ko samay hai gaya hai. This is the time of Ras. Chalo pyari ju, Ras ko samay hai gaya hai.
Das ko samay hete hai.
So we can say, chalo pyari ju, satsang ko samay hai gaya hai. This is the time for satsang.
Sweet.
Okay. Radhe Radhe to all of you.
Radhe,
So
Radhe. Thank you.
Radhe, Radhe.
Okay, thank you.
Rangana, Jagadpurana.